there.
It's the first thing that comes to mind when you look at that stat sheet.
My man Jay Hardy got a plus 25. That's the first thing I'm looking at. We got 25, we got 21, 23, plus 17, plus 13, plus 11. So it's just showing that, we playing well together. We trust in the pass, we making effort plays, and we playing together.
Yeah, you yourself tied a career high 16 rebounds. Just what was it like being that active out there on the glass, and how'd you want to make that impact on that?
If they going small, just trying to punish him on the glass and how I should. And, even if they go big, it's just the little tip out plays, boxing out their big, trying to get into position early, just doing the little things before, the shot goes up or to get a rebound or to get a better position and to either put the ball back in the rim or get an offensive rebound for us to get another possession.
It's just the mentality from the team, during this stretch of games where you got to find a way to win without Luka and Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys give you offensive.
Next man up mentality, man. It's just trusting the pass and trusting the person behind you. There's been a lot of times where, we might start off slow, we might start off hot, and then we go cold. But it's just sticking together, redriving, getting the ball in the paint so we can either find good shots to the rim, good shots around the arc, and just trusting the pass. I feel like, no matter if we miss or make the shots, it's always going to be, the same mentality going in the next play.
How would you say your game's developed the most this season?
I feel like when it comes to either my touch or my positioning, I feel like I've done a very better job of just trying to focus on, trying to do my work early, no matter if that's on the offensive end or the defensive end, of putting myself between ball, rim, or even just trying to be more poised when I catch the ball. No matter if it's me going to left shoulder or going over my right shoulder, I'm just trying to be able to make sure that, I'm confident in my shot and I'm not just throwing it up there.
How about when you're passing? I feel like you are turning into a really good playmaker as a center. How much pride do you take in that?
A lot. I'm just trying to be able to make sure everybody on my team just gets an open shot. And, no matter if that's Kyrie or Luka on the floor, I'm going to try to get them an easy shot, no matter if they're, if they got a dribble or not. To try to just get the easy possessions, no matter if it's a set shot from a swing to a corner or if it's a backdoor slip, I'm going to find my teammates to get them open because that's what they do to me.
Jason was, I think, talking about your playmaking the other day. I was just curious, have you always been a center? I mean, is your position evolved as your basketball career has gone on?
Yeah, I feel like I've always been a big, but I feel like my mom has always taught me that, basketball is not always about points. She's always trying to emphasize the offensive rebound, the defensive rebound, and really the assists and the block shots and the steals. But I've always felt like I could always just pick the defensive part by just reading the floor. Reading if the low man's in or if the low man's out. I'm going to either find my slip or I'm going to skip and try to figure out what's the next play. So it's just really just not being a robot out there and to try to adapt to what's going on the floor.
I know you guys haven't had many days to practice, but are these, I guess, game reps getting you to kind of experience and reps that you need to kind of try and work?
For sure. We got to be able to just grow without Kyrie and Luka. We got to give them some time to, get their body, mind, and spirit right. So we got to be able to just grow without them, as individuals and as a team, to play with them and to find ways to play without them.
Jay Kidd said that PJ has been a really big leader for you guys.
Amazing, yes.
Can you just talk to his leadership just this season, how it's improved?
He's just always been consistent with his talk. No matter what it is, it's always positive talk. No matter if it's us missing a shot and he's going to tell us to shoot the next one, or he's going to always just try to have everybody's back on the defensive end, even mine. So it's just having him on the backside talking on timeouts when we coming in, just trying to make sure that everybody knows that we have each other's backs and, next man up mentality. He's been trying to preach that for sure.
Quentin made a lot of timely plays down the stretch of this game. Just what has stood out about his impact on you guys winning basketball?
He's definitely been very aggressive, no matter if it's him shooting his threes or driving it down into the paint. We definitely found some outlets for him. I found him on a couple of times with the slips, with the back doors, or even on the late pass. So he's just been very active, no matter if it's on the top of the key, in the corner, or just playing inside the line.
You added another poster to your collection tonight. You got that pass from Najee. Could you break that play down for us?
It was really just reading what they were going to do. It was going to decide if they were going to go over or under the screen. And once I found out they were going to do that, I slipped. And the rest is history. I'm just happy my teammates are able to find me in great positions. Appreciate y'all.
For you guys to not let go of the rope in that game. It seems like a lot of different things, didn't go your way, and just complete that comeback there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, really, it was just staying together as a unit, not letting the calls or missed shots affect us. Just sticking with it, and I feel like we did a great job of that today. Leaning on each other, and I feel like that's what it's about. So.
You guys closed with like 18-2 run.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys just do well during that stretch?
I feel like during that stretch we did a good job of communicating with each other, and just bringing good energy. And I feel like we just fed off the energy that we was bringing out there, and just trying to play aggressive defensively, and then just run out in transition and get easy buckets. So.
I don't know if you knew this entering the game, but you're leading the league in 3-point field goal percentage since December 28th.
For real? No, I ain't know that.
I guess what's gotten into you since you've kind of come back?
Really just, sticking to what I've done, just putting in work, extra work in the gym late at night, going back, and just sticking with it, not really letting, one bad game affect me or carry on, just moving on to the next one and just staying poised whenever I get out there and just trying to, find the game, let the rhythm come to me, so.
Is there anything you're doing differently in terms of like preparation or who you've been working out with or?
Really just, just sticking to what I've been doing, just extra work, extra watching film, asking the coaches questions, just what can I could do to be better or help the team. And, just trying to bring energy whenever I get out there on the floor and bring a spark. So that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm.
Jaden, it goes without saying, but you don't want to see Luka and Kyrie hurt, but your role increases like tonight, for example. Do you take it as an opportunity to maybe make a bigger impact, show Jason Kidd, hey, I can get these minutes? And
oh, yeah, for sure. You never want to see guys out, go down with an injury. But, I mean, in this league, it's next man up. And, just trying to take advantage of the opportunities that's given to me. And, just trying to be a good teammate whenever I'm out there, just bringing energy. And I feel like, that alone could change a game. That's just what I'm all about, just coming in, trying to make an impact and play the right way.
what does it say about this team when Clay, I think, had 3 points tonight, under 22 minutes of action?
Mm-hmm.
What does it say about this team when he doesn't play that great? Luka and Kyrie are out, and yet you guys still get the dub.
I mean, we have a very deep roster. I know a lot of guys that could go get a bucket, for real. And, that's what we do, just lean on each other. Just us leaning on each other, talking to each other and standing as a unit, I feel like that's what it's about. Like,
Dereck wasn't far off from his career high in points or rebounds, big night from him.
Mm-hmm.
His overall impact.
Yeah, I mean, Dereck was very big for us, just getting the rebounds, just being impact in the paint, just making his presence felt, late the game, getting deflections, rebounds. That was big for us. So going down the stretch, and we need that from Live. And he did a very good job tonight, bringing energy. Him, PJ, all of the guys for really just sticking together and bringing energy.
Mentioned PJ, he knocked down the 2 free throws to tie it, and then he gets the corner 3. How have you seen his, I guess, clutch gene kind of emerge?
Yeah, really, I just seen him work, just putting in the work. I already knew. I mean, it wasn't gonna be too long until he start finding his groove. But it's good to see. Just him like taking over late in the game, knocking down big shots. Guarding the team's best players. That's a hard task, but he comes in every day ready, willing to put in the work. So.
Just what can you just say about the mentality your team showed to stay in this game and finally retake the lead there in the fourth quarter?
Grit, patience. I thought they stayed together. It didn't start off well. We had some good looks that just didn't go down. Portland's playing extremely well, but I thought the team stayed together and played 48 minutes, and we found a way to win there in that fourth quarter.
Lively and PJ both, really big nights in the rebounding department. What did you think of just their activity overall in this game?
Yeah, they were great. Eli played a lot of minutes there in that second half. I thought he was great on both ends, and then being able to rebound the ball, but also when they went small, being able to get to the free throw line and knock them down. And so I thought Eli was great. PJ, again, being our leader out there, is always positive with the guys, telling them to stay together. And I thought that was a big part of us finding a way to win, is that he's so positive, his energy is so good. And so just something, he loves to make big threes in games. And so that right corner 3 was big for us. But our defense gave us the opportunity, and that was big there late.
A lot of people are gonna look at the end, but Jaden already had 4 threes in the second quarter, 5 overall. How big was he tonight, and where do you kind of see his game developing?
Yeah, I think we talked about the rust. You know, he's starting to get into a groove, and you can see that on the offensive end. And defensively, I think he's competing and giving everything we're asking him to do. And so I think tonight was a big game for him, being able to play make and find the guys when the ball touched the paint. I think he's starting to get a little bit comfortable in that situation. We all know he can score the ball, but can he get other shots? And he did that tonight for us. And I think just the more minutes he's playing, he's becoming a little bit more comfortable in what we're asking him to do, and we need that right now with everybody kind of out.
Have you noticed any changes in his maybe shot selection or poise and getting the shots that he actually wants to take?
Yeah, well, I think we've talked about that. Is it shouldn't be any challenge shots. If the ball moves and we're playing for one another and making plays for each other, we can create that advantage. And he's taking full advantage of that. Being able to shoot the three with no contest or late contest. And tonight he made some big shots for us when our offense was struggling.
Coach, for Clay, quiet night. Was it just one of those nights for him? He played under 22 minutes. Is everything okay there?
Yeah, he's fine. Just understanding we're a team. His teammates picked him up tonight, and he'll be ready to go on Sunday.
Quentin made a lot of timely plays down the stretch and throughout the game. Just what has stood out to you about his impact on winning basketball lately?
Yeah, I think you said it best. Just winning basketball. He's about winning. He's about his teammates and being able to make plays. The offensive side will be talked about there at the end, but I thought the defense of picking up Simons and getting that turnover there late in the game was huge.
These last two games you talked about, PJ spoke a little bit before the last game, said his positivity was important tonight. How important is just, I guess, that spirit from him during the stretch when you guys are really injured and just trying to get wins?
It's huge. He's our leader, and so guys look for to him to help, and he's not afraid to say something. And so when you're hearing something positive, things aren't going well, that tends to help. That you have a teammate that is out there that believes that things will turn and just stay the course. And so he's been huge in that department for us all season. But he's been really big, with our two quarterbacks out.
Going back to Grimes a little bit, he had that and one there at the end, but on the play right before, he had offensive foul. He was able to kind of shrug that off and forget about it.
Yeah, and listen, he was being aggressive. He was trying to do the right thing, and it turned out to be a foul. But the next play mentality that just shows his character and his IQ that he can move, on and not let that hang around. And so we need that, and that's again, this group did that at a high level. And everyone's going to make mistakes, coaches and players. And so it's on to the next play, and he was rewarded with that.
What does it say about this team when you guys go out and get a win like this without Luka and Kyrie, and when Clay has a quiet night like that?
It's big. It just shows the character of the team. It shows the depth of the team. Again, we've probably been 3 or 4 different teams because of injuries or illness. And so this group is going to get to play, have some time together and get a rhythm and put their best foot forward. It's, their energy and effort is high. And again, we found a way to win tonight.
What has stood out to you about the offense the last couple of games? I know, we had mentioned that it might take a little bit of time with Luka and Kyrie out, but it seems like they've settled into kind of this identity over the last couple of games, I feel like.
Yeah, I think the shots are all, even in the sense of everybody's getting the opportunity to shoot it. Everyone's getting the opportunity to play make. And so I think it's about team. This isn't a one man or two guys that we can focus on. Spencer, we asked him to set the tone, but I thought his teammates picked him up tonight. And then I thought there in the 6-minute mark in the fourth, we started to play faster. And we were trying to get that, started right off the game. We can use the excuse that it was the snow. But just understanding the pace was, better there in the fourth quarter. But this is a team. Everyone in that locker room, I think Omax was great tonight. No one will probably talk about what he did, but his minutes and his energy and effort was at a high. Safe travels home, guys.
You too.
Yep, thank you.